Welcome friends to One Stop Java Solutions. I am Snehasis and today I am going to show you the in an array the number sequence in an array. Okay, so I am explaining the problem. Okay, so I am going to Eclipse and creating one class. Okay, and giving the name as number sequence in array. Okay, creating the main method and finishing. Suppose an array containing one. Okay, so here I will show you. So suppose I am taking one integer array. Okay, int arr equal to new int and giving suppose 10. My arrays will contain 10 elements. Okay, so here I am explaining you the what is the problem. So suppose there is 1 5 5 3 2 5 7 8 4 2 like this way. So here you can see one, there is one, only one, means in the array occurrence of 1 is 1 time. Okay, occurrence of 5 is 1 2 3 times. Okay, so it will give 5, 3 times 5. Okay, then 3 is 1 times. Okay, 2 is 1 time, 2 is 2 times. Okay, 4 is 1 times, 8 is. So like this way every element it will check. If it is a new element then it will give you the one, means only one occurrence, and if it is recurring then it will give you the count. Okay, so how you will do that? So for that first I am taking the value. So you can give the hard coded value. So I am using scanner class. I am taking values from console. Okay, so in first I have to print one message that enter 10 element integer values. Okay, enter 10 integer value. Okay, enter 10 integer value. So that I am first giving the message. Then I am taking scanner sc equal to new scanner, means what I am doing, I am just creating the scanner object. Okay, system.in. So system.in, and I have to import the scanner package, that is the java.util package. Inside that package scanner class is there, so I am importing java.util.scanner. Okay, then I am taking one for loop for so okay, yeah, for int I equal to 0. Okay, I less than suppose 10 and I plus plus. So I array size is 10, so I will take 10 values. Okay, and then what I will do, I will keep in every iteration I will give one value in console, and I will store it in arri equal to sc dot next int. Okay, so like this way I will close. Then you can close sc dot close, so that you can close it. Okay, so this is first part done. Then whatever value I get, I just print those values. Okay, so this is my first part. Then I just want to print the values, same values. So here what I will do, system dot println, and here I will print in the same line I want to print. So here are I, and then I am giving plus one space. So I will print all the array element in single line using space. Okay, and after that line I am using one new line statement. So system.out.println, so it will print in the next line. So this part is done. then I have to write the logic. So before doing that, so first I will just rearrange the array either in any order, ascending or descending order. You can rearrange or sort the array first. Okay, so first sort the array either ascending or descending order. So for that, take one variable int temp. Okay, then any logic you can do it. I am using bubble sort, I am doing that. So int I equal to 0. Okay, I less than 10, I plus plus. So inside that, what I will do, I am writing another loop int j equal to j equal to, I will start it from I, j less than 10, j plus plus. Okay, so this is my inner loop. So for every iteration means one it, oh sorry, here you have to write it int I equal to 0. Okay, so for every outer loop iteration, okay, inner loop will iterate from ith value to 10, and every iteration of means every means complete one completion of the inner loop, it will sort the first value. Okay, and every like this way means after each iteration of the inner loop, it will sort one value one by one. Okay, so first what I will do, I will check that first I will copy temp. Now first I have to check if error I less than, if I do here less than, that means I will sort it using descending order, means from greater to smaller. Okay, descending order I will sort. Okay, so if it's less than, so I am checking with error j. Okay, if it's less than, then what I will do, I will just temp equal to error I, temp equal to error I, then what I will do, error I equal to error j. Okay, I just swap the values, error j, and then error j equal to error I equal to error j, and error j equal to temp, error j equal to 10. This is simply swap logic. So first I am copying the ith value to j, error j, and then sorry temp, then I am copying jth value to ith position, and then swap the jth position with temp values. Okay, like this way I will sort. So after that, so this array is sort. Okay, after this loop, this is the outer for loop. So after completion of this outer for loop, the whole array would be sorted in descending order. Okay, so here I again I want to print the array, so that you can means check that array is print proper or not. Okay, so here I am giving one again one system dot print, it will means give control will go to the next line. Okay, so this part is done. So after that, what I have to check, I have to take one count values. Okay, int count equal to, initially I am assigning with 1. Okay, and what I will do, I will do like this way, means for I equal to 0, int I equal to 0, I less than 10, I plus plus. Okay, because you have 10 element. So for that, what I will do, for this iteration I will check that if I less than 9. Okay, because you have started from 0. Okay, so 0 to 10, that means it should be, I will explain you why I am taking it up to 9. Okay, and I will check ARR I equal to if ARR I plus 1. So at any position I will check whatever the values of ith position, if it is greater than if it is equal to the ith plus 1 ith values, then I will do count plus plus count value. I will increment the count values and I will do continue, because both are same. Okay, continue. if it is not if it is not, then what I will do, I will just print ARR I values, and then I will print count values as well, plus count. Okay, we'll print the count values, and after each, because means for every, means once this loop will end, that means for a particular number sequence it will print the sequence, means how many time of occurrence, and then it will start counting from the next values. So what I will do, I will initialize count again with 1, count equal to 1. Okay, so here I take it I less than 9. Otherwise, if if I value is 9, then it will try to access 9 plus 1 means 10th value, here are 10th, and you have declared the array size as 10. So that means 0 to 9 index will be 0 to 9. So if you try to access here are 10 means index 10, then it will throw you some exception. Okay, array index out of bound exception. So for that, what I am checking, I will here I am giving, means apply one filter, that I will check from I less than 9. That means once I value is 8, I can compare that value with I plus 1, that means 9th index, but not after that. Okay, so this is almost the code. So now I am executing it and giving 10 values. Okay, so I am giving, suppose 1, then 2, 2, 5, 7, 7, 8, 9, 4, 5. Okay, so this is my value. So here you can see I have given 1, 2, 2, 5, 7, 7, 8, 9, 4, 5. So after that, it's uh, sort the array with descending order. So 9, 8, 7, 7, 5, 5, 4, 2, 2, 1. Okay, and here in the from next it will show you the sequence. So 9 is 1 times, 8 is 1 times, 7 is 2 times, 5 is 2 times, 4 is 1 times, 2 is 2 times, and 1 is 1 times. Okay, so you can see that it's a perfect result. Okay, so it's, so here the logic is simple. So here this part I am explaining once again. So what I am doing, so first I have sorted the array. That part means in previous video also you can see this is already explained, how to swap the values and how to sort the arrays. So this is the common part, I am not going through all these things. So this is the new part. So here what I am doing, I have an array with sorted descending order, means sorted array. Okay, with descending order, and what I am checking here, if I less than 9, that means I will check, means once the I maximum value is 8, I can check it's with 9th index. Okay, and what I am checking, if ARR I equal to I plus 1, that means the same number is occurring again. Okay, at any index, suppose if it's 2. Okay, at any time if its value, suppose here you can check suppose 0 1 2 0 1 2, once I am in index 2, that means I value is 2, then it will check I equal to 3. If it is equal, that means the number is occurring again. So in that case I am just increment the count values, count plus plus, and continue. I am not printing, I am continue means it will goes to next iteration of I. So it will increment I and it will go, then I equal to, if it is second position, then it will increment 3. Okay, and once it's 3, it will check with fourth. So 7 and it is 5, so it not equal, that means the number is not occurring once more. Okay, then what I will do, I will print the number array index I, that means the current current index value, that is 7, it will print, and the count is 2, so it will print 2, and then it is assigning count equal to 1. That means in the next position whatever value, so here I am just taking count value is 1 because at any position the number means occurrence of the number is 1, means it should be 1, must be 1, right? So for that I am means initializing the value count of 1, values of means count value 1, and then in the same way it will iterate up to the last. Okay, so hope it's clear. Okay, so in this way you can calculate the occurrence of a number in an array. Okay, so thanks for watching this video, and if you like my videos you can subscribe my channel, also click on bell icon so that once I upload the next video you will get the notification. And if you love my videos you can share with your friends, okay, or recommend others to watch. And also in my description box you can see my channel link is there, so you can go there and you can watch any relevant topic Java if you want to learn. Okay. So thanks for watching.